Ever had that gut feeling? You know the one. Your friend says they couldn't make your party because they had a family emergency, but something just feels off. Their story is a little too perfect. Their eyes are a little too shifty. Your gut is whispering, they're lying. But what if you could upgrade that whisper to a full-blown FBI-grade satellite-confirmed truth siren? Well, buckle up, truth seekers, because today we're not playing Clue, we're playing Cool Hand. Luke is a fibber. We're diving into the declassified real-world techniques the pros use to spot a liar. No polygraph machines needed, just your eyes, your ears, and a little bit of psychological ninjutsu. First things first, forget everything you've seen in movies. Liars don't always look away and sweat profusely. In fact, some of the best liars will look you dead in the eye to seem more sincere. The real secret isn't looking for one giant AHA sign. It's about spotting clusters of weird little behaviors. It's like noticing someone has ketchup on their shirt, mustard on their pants, and they're holding a hot dog bun. Individually, not a big deal. Together, you can be pretty sure they just had a hot dog. So, let's break down the FBI's triple threat method, the baseline, the verbal tells, and the body language leaks. Step 1, the baseline, your secret superpower. Before you can spot a lie, you have to know what the truth looks like. This is the most important step everyone skips. You can't tell if someone is acting nervous if you don't know how they act when they're calm. How do you get a baseline? It's easy. Start with simple, comfortable, non-threatening questions you know they'll answer truthfully. What did you have for breakfast? How was the traffic getting here? Is your name Steve? Watch how they behave. Listen to their speech pattern. How fast do they talk? Do they use their hands? Where do they normally look? This is their truth default setting. Once you have that locked in, you have a measuring stick for when things get weird. Step 2, the verbal circus, when words go to war with themselves. Liars' brains are working overtime. They have to fabricate a story, remember the details, and monitor your reaction, all while trying to look calm. This cognitive overload creates a verbal mess. Here's what to listen for. The pause of peril. You ask a simple question like, did you finish that report? A truthful person might just say, yep. A liar's brain hits the panic button. There's a just a little too long pause, followed by a stilted, yes, I finished the report. It's like their brain is buffering, loading the lie.exe file. Distancing language. Liars subconsciously try to distance themselves from the lie. Listen for the absence of I or me. Instead of saying, I didn't take the last cookie, they might say, the last cookie was taken. Or the classic, one wouldn't do something like that. Oh, really? One thinks one is being very, very sneaky. To overly formal speech and qualifiers. Suddenly, your buddy who usually says, yeah, nah, it's all good, starts sounding like a Shakespearean actor. I can assure you, upon my honor, that I did not, nor would I ever, engage in the consumption of your gourmet yogurt. They're trying too hard to sound credible. They'll also load up on qualifiers like to be perfectly honest, frankly, or let me be clear. Step 3, the body betrayal. When limbs have a mind of their own, the body keeps the score, and it's a total snitch. While the mouth is spinning a yarn, the body is screaming, this is all a lie. The frozen torso, a truthful person, is often relaxed and moves naturally. A liar, especially in a high-stakes situation, will often freeze their upper body. They're so focused on controlling their face and their words that they forget to act natural from the neck down. They look like a robot that's been unplugged from the waist up. The pacifiers, under stress, we self-soothe. Watch for subtle, self-comforting gestures, touching the neck, rubbing the eyes, playing with hair, or the classic covering the mouth. It's like their body is trying to shut off the lie factory. If you ask a tough question and their hand flies to their neck, you've just hit a nerve. The mismatched micro-expressions, this is the gold standard. A micro-expression is a flash of genuine emotion that crosses the face in a fraction of a second before the person puts their socially appropriate face back on. You ask your friend if they like your new avant-garde hat. They smile and say, it's unique. But for one split second, you saw their nose scrunch and their lips tighten in disgust. That micro-expression of disgust is the truth. The smile that followed was the lie. It takes practice, but once you see it, you can't unsee it. Putting it all together, the interrogation of the last slice of pizza. Let's set the scene. You walk into the kitchen. The pizza box is empty. Your roommate, Dave, is standing there. You, calmly. Hey, Dave, did you eat the last slice of pizza? This is your baseline question. Dave is innocent right now. Dave, baseline, nope, wasn't me. He says it quickly with a shrug, maintains eye contact. This is normal, Dave. You. The trap. That's weird. Because I was saving that slice, and I think I saw some pizza grease on your shirt earlier. Now, watch the circus unfold. Dave, pause of peril. Well, to be perfectly honest, qualifier. I wouldn't have eaten that pizza. Distancing language. As he says this, his entire upper body goes stiff as a board, frozen torso, and his right hand comes up and starts rubbing the back of his neck, pacifier. His face flashes a quick wince of guilt before he forces a smile, mismatched micro-expression. Boom, you have a cluster, the ketchup, mustard, and hot dog bun. You don't have 100% proof, but you have enough evidence to confidently say, Dave, you magnificent pizza thief, you're busted. Remember, folks, the goal isn't to become a paranoid truth sleuth who interrogates your barista about the exact milk to espresso ratio. The goal is to be more observant, to understand human behavior, and to never, ever lose the last slice of pizza again. Now go forth and use your powers for good. Enjoyed the video? Subscribe for more.